The phone rang. She didn't want to answer it. She knew what she would hear, who she would hear, if she did answer it. But the phone would not stop ringing, for she had no answering machine. So, at last, she lifted the receiver and placed it to her ear. "Nancy, are you stuck again?" Bess's voice came through the receiver. And this concludes another chapter of Call Waiting by Caroline Keene. Perhaps we'll continue that next week. Welcome to another late night stream here at twitch.tv/purblindgamer. Another stream that's later than it should be because I've been doing random stuff all day, and then we had a couple minor computer issues, but hey, my computer's running, I'm happy. Hope everyone else had a nice, productive, and or relaxing day. And hey, Zatara, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Oh, no worries. Oh, hope you're able to figure that out. That's Twitch wants you to authenticate stuff. Authentication and random logging you out can be so annoying. Today, we're going back to Nancy Drew, The Secret of Shadow Ranch. And it's been a month since... about a month since we played it. Close enough. So we'll take a little while to get back into it. And then, since it's late and I have work tomorrow, this won't be a super long stream anyway. Yes, there are certainly a couple of games we needed to finish up, and this is when we have the most on. Besides, it's fun. Who doesn't like ghost horses? Who doesn't like Tex? Well, Nancy doesn't like Tex very much. Did bake him a birthday cake, though. How much can she hate him? And thank you to everybody who came out to my last couple of streams. Yesterday we played a couple of strange games for a short horror Saturday. Flying through other worlds, landing on islands, and giant floating cuttlefish. And on Wednesday? Wednesday we didn't play nothing because I was traveling. And then I got home at 11 p.m. My computer didn't start. But before that we played... Shadow Blasters. And a little bit of Task Force Harrier X on real Sega Genesis hardware. Which was fun. Wish we had some real Sega Genesis hardware around here now, but we don't. And what was I going to announce? Not much else in the way of announcements. Or we'll take care of that at the end of stream. Let's get back into Nancy Drew. Oh, are you a Sega fan, Zatara? Yeah. The only Sega console I have is my Sega Genesis, the first one I ever got. But still have it back home. Still buying games for it on occasion. One day I'll own every non-sports game for the Sega Genesis. Well, maybe not all the strategy games. Gotta draw the line somewhere. I do like that title screen. Oh, were the sports games on the Sega fun? I never seriously tried any of them, buy a copy from Funko Land for 50 cents and then test it out. Arch Rivals was alright. You gotta smack people. I assume... See now.
Can't check that off yet.
And weren't we going to call George about that? Didn't she, like, by a wild coincidence, reading a book about 19th century fashion accessories? Oh yeah, the green bottle. I gotta have another go at that. It's been a thorn in my side. Oh, Mutant League Hockey. Well, I think a lot of Mutant League Hockey wasn't sanctioned in real life hockey. I remember they had a short-lived cartoon series based on that. Those games kind of looked fun. And I always wondered if Graveyardage, that horror football game that I have, was a predecessor to Mutant League Hockey.
I'm finished with that.
Yeah, no more petroglyphs. The cartoon wasn't as good as the game. I only saw one episode of it in a hotel sometime, and I'm like, yay, cartoon based on a game. Actually, I can't remember if I knew about the game at that point. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, that bottle. Oh, wait.
That's done.
That's the petroglyphs again.
I haven't done that yet.
Oh, Tex. Tex is not happy with us. Did we get up?
Check.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh yeah, I forgot the recap. Basically, we're at Shadow Ranch, which is owned by like George and Bess's aunt and uncle. George and Bess are stranded in Arizona or something, and the aunt and uncle, the Raleighs, are at the hospital because a ghost horse appeared and then a rattlesnake bit Mr. Raleigh. Coincidence? Nope. And then, let's see, the deranged cook, Shorty, keeps making us pick vegetables and sends us home if we screw up. Tex, the head wrangler, kind of hates our guts. Well, maybe that's strong, but he does keep pointing a gun at us. And to be fair, we do keep reading his mail and asking him awkward questions. But he and his sister has bad blood with the Raleighs, so could he be the one who's sabotaging things and using the ghost horse, which is supposed to be connected to the legend of that legendary outlaw Dirk Valentine, as an excuse? And we're also looking for Dirk Valentine's treasure. And then there's... Oh yeah, and we saw Tex meeting with Mary Yazzie, who owns the gift shop, and both of them deny it, so the obvious explanation is that they're conspiring together to destroy Shadow Ranch and ruin the Raleighs, because Mary Yazzie wants some of their land. But my theory is they're secretly in love, and they're meeting up to do, well, heaven knows what. Probably make out in the desert. Did we finish talking to Mary?
I haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah, and there's a ghost town. We gotta go back there and search more. But first...
All right, that's it. If you don't know enough to take the saddle and bridle off your horse before you go traipsing off, you don't deserve a horse. No more riding for you, sister.
It's easy to get a game over in this game, but fortunately you always get a second chance. Okay, Bob, come on. Cinch or whatever it is. Kept falling off the horse. Yeah, we've been finding these arrowheads. I suspect we're going to have to find more. Why? The game will explain. Hello, Tex. Pump house. Seems in pretty good condition for having blown up. Now, the question is, which stairs is the green bottle under? Yes, I know we've searched, but we'll search again. Oops. No, turn. Aha! Uh-oh, puzzle. So... Oop. Do we have to get them?
There's something inside.
I found the green bottle.
I am glad that you are getting your picture painted wearing your favorite shawl. It will be a beautiful painting because you look beautiful in that shawl. I forget the name of the stitch you used to make it, but I think it is amazing that you learned how to knit a whole shawl just by reading one book. I wish I could put my mind to things like you can. I am also glad that you liked the handbag that I got you. I knew it would become your favorite on account of the pretty picture the beads make. I want to know all the things that you like so that I can make sure you always have them. I figure that way you will always want me around. Meet me on Friday at noon by the Big Picture Rock. I love you, Dirk.
The Big Picture Rock. April 1893.
I am glad that you are getting your picture. I am glad that you are getting your picture painted where. Remember when we were in Cappy's eating the crackers he orders special from California, and you said that from then on the crackers would be your favorite because they would always remind you of me? Well, I met a trader yesterday who had a whole wagon full of them, and I bought you 4 tins. I also bought a rock from him because this rock has been polished to show a picture that looks just like the landscape by one of our meeting places. He called it an agate and said that the picture was made by nature, but it looks so real I can hardly believe it. I am thinking of a way to surprise you with it because it is as special as you are. I will meet you Tuesday at 3 by the 3-armed cactus. Your father has people watching for me all over the county. I guess you got some of your smartness from him. I love you, Dirk.
Intriguing. About the agate. This 3-armed cactus. Can't think we'll be so lucky as for it to still be alive 100 years later.
I still don't know how you got a whole cake out to our last meeting place like you did, but it was the best thing I ever ate. And the prettiest, too, what with that fancy flower you put on it. Now I think it is the best cake recipe in the world, too. But nothing is as good as getting a letter from you. Whenever I see a flower like the one on your favorite letter paper, I think of you. I only steal from people who have plenty of money to begin with and deserve to be robbed, but if I could start over, I would forget about them and be a rancher or a farmer or miner or shopkeeper or whatever you wanted me to be, just so we could always be together. Be at Charlie's grave at sunset this Thursday. I love you, Dirk.
Charlie's grave. Wait, was that the mule? Or whatever it was? Mule or horse grave? Out on the trail stump? We're not taking it with us. Reckon not. Only have 2 arrowheads? Thought we'd found more than that. I gotta remember what some of these things are.
I'm finished with that. Check.
Now. Wait. Urgent. Oh, we should probably have read that. Call us as soon as you can. Now. Pronto. Immediately. B and G. Which I believe is short for Procter and Gamble.
It's me.
So what's going on there?
Would you believe I found a letter that Dirk Valentine wrote to Frances Humber?
No way.
It was locked up in this chest that belonged to her father, and the letter was never opened. According to his journal, her father intercepted it and locked it away before Frances could read it.
So did you read it? Of course she did. I mean, she better have.
Well, I mean, who else is gonna read it if not Nancy Drew?
The letter may explain what the deal is with that phantom horse.
What'd the letter say?
Well, evidently Dirk wanted Frances to have the loot he'd stashed, so he set up this elaborate treasure hunt for her. The letter contained all sorts of weird, obscure clues to help her find what he'd hidden.
But the letter was never opened. Frances couldn't have found the treasure. Oh my gosh, it could still be out there.
And someone could be using that phantom horse to chase the Raleighs off the ranch because they want to be the ones to find it.
We're stuck here when we could be there with you looking for hidden loot? That does it, George. We're suing the airline and the airport.
Oh no, Bess, if only trains existed. If only buses existed. If only, well, I guess she's too young to rent a car. But yeah, buses.
I found a green bottle with a bunch of love letters from Dirk to Frances inside.
Love letters? I love letters. Was there anything in them about the loot he'd stashed for her?
No, but there are references to some of her favorite things. And since the letter that Dirk wrote to her from jail mentioned that her favorite flowers will help her find the treasure.
They might help you figure out what they are. We're stuck here while you get to read love letters? Okay, George. We're suing the airline, both airports, and the weather service.
And you know, Bess, my father just happens to be a lawyer who charges very reasonable rates per hour.
I found an old beaded handbag that may have belonged to Frances Humber.
Was there anything in it?
No, but if it's the bag that Dirk mentioned in one of his love letters, it could hold some sort of clue.
What does it look like?
Well, there's a bird on it, but the beads have completely fallen off this one section. However, it does have the name of the manufacturer at the bottom. It was made by the Chicago Mercantile Company back in 1881.
That's one of the companies in my book. Is there anything else on it?
Yeah, some kind of number. HB3941.
Maybe that's what beat pattern it is. There's a bunch of phone numbers in this book. Maybe we can track down the pattern for you.
That'd be great. Like I said, it could be pretty important. Especially if the part that's missing turns out to have something to do with flowers.
We'll get right on it.
You do that. You make yourselves useful while you're sitting at an airport.
The message those petroglyphs spelled out is pretty weird. Got any hints?
Seems to me you have to find out where Cappy's is, then find out where his keys are, and then find out who this Pappy person is. No problem. As long as you're psychic. Sounds to me like another phone call to a certain best-selling author is in order.
Have I told you about the cowboys that work for the Raleighs?
No, and believe me, I've been meaning to ask.
Well, Dave Gregory, he's the foreman, and he's very cute, Bess.
Wouldn't you know it?
Anyway, I caught him secretly digging around in the cellar. He knows about Dirk Valentine's treasure, too.
What about the other cowboys?
Tex Britten, the head wrangler, the Raleighs fired his sister when they lived in Phoenix. At first, he denied it. Then when he finally admitted it, he said he lied because he knew the truth makes him look bad.
Yeah, it makes him look like he's been sabotaging stuff at the ranch to help his sister get back at Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed.
He says that's not true, that he doesn't even blame the Raleighs for firing her.
Words are cheap, Nan. Keep an eye on him.
Yeah, well, I blame him for sending me home all those times.
That's it for now.
Thanks for calling. Bye, Nan.
Oops. Yep.
We're sorry. Your
This is a good idea. calling Charlene Purcell again. I forgot you can call home in this game.
Charlene Purcell's office.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
Concerning?
I'm staying at a ranch in central Arizona, and since she knows so much about the history of Arizona, I thought maybe she could answer some questions for me.
Questions concerning?
Well, I came across a very old trunk that might contain stuff that has to do with these people named Dirk Valentine and Francis Humber. Only I can't open it.
Did you say Dirk
We
Valentine?
already went
And
through
his
this.
girlfriend, Francis Humber, yes.
Huh. Oh, would you hold, please?
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlene Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, Like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels, it recently received the Catherine Coop Award for Historical Excellence. Reading a Charlene Purcell novel is like traveling through time to the old Southwest on the wings of love.
This is Charlena. Who is this again?
Nancy Drew?
Tell me about the trunk you found.
Well, the lock seems to have something to do with this image that's engraved on the trunk right
I don't
above
think we
it.
can skip
Describe
this.
the image.
It's this kind of abstract design made up of hearts and doves and the initials EH and AH.
EH would be Eldridge Humber, and AH would be Abigail Humber. Frances Humber's grandparents on her father's side. Her mother died when she was 10. Now, the picture no doubt commemorates their wedding day, which was 4/9/11. April 9th, 1811.
Why do you know so much about the Humbers?
I've been running across fascinating tidbits concerning the Humber family and stashing them away for years. When I have enough tidbits stashed away, I may well write a book about them.
Then you'd probably be very interested to know what's in this trunk.
Yes, I would. And since I've helped you, or tried to, it's only fair that you help me, don't you think?
Sure, I'll keep you posted. Did I mention that I'm staying at Shadow Ranch?
This just gets better and better. I'll tell my assistant to put your calls through immediately. By the way, why are you so interested in the Humbers?
Knowing more about them and what
Treasure.
happened in the past may help me figure out something that's going on in the present. I'm kind of a detective.
That makes two of us. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Oh yeah, forgot. Ghost horse. But also, treasure. I mean, they did make some good games back in the day.
Charlene Purcell's office.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
She told me to put you right through. She even told me to make sure you didn't have to listen to that recording again. You really rate.
Thanks.
Hello, Nancy. So what have you discovered?
I do spend my fair share of time on Yelp.
I came across something that looks like a very old token and has the words Dry Creek Merchants on it.
Sounds like you have a piece of Dry Creek scrip. It was sometimes used in mining towns like Dry Creek in place of currency. Does it have a denomination on it?
It says 1.5 cents.
Probably used for games.
Like gambling?
What kind of games?
Believe it or not, they had some very primitive arcade-type games back in the 1880s. Some were quite entertaining, especially for 1.5 cents.
I mean, that was reasonable money back in the 1880s, wasn't it?
I came across a reference to someone whom Dirk referred to as Pappy.
Probably his father, Kashmir Valentine. He was a blacksmith over in Prescott.
Would Francis have known who he was?
Oh, yes. Dirk worshipped his father. Which is ironic, because by the time Dirk was arrested, his father had pretty much disowned him out of shame.
Kashmir. Interesting name.
Talk to you soon.
Look forward to it.
we... I remember last stream, didn't we get the... Alright, we did get that there yet.
I'm finished with that.
Can't fix the chicken coop yet.
Check.
We've got Marvin Fane on the case. Did he get his permission again?
Need something?
May I go riding again?
Yep.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
Oh, Tex is great. Cattle supplement. For when you don't have quite enough beef in for your recipes, add cattle supplement. Oops. That's not my inventory. And then Saya saddle horses.
Come on, Bob.
Bob's like, I am getting so sick of this. Hi-ho, Bob.
Hi, can I help you with something?
Did I use the wrong save? Did I forget to save at the end of last stream or something?
Do you know anything about the treasure Dirk Valentine supposedly buried somewhere around Shadow Ranch?
I know it's a lot of hogwash.
What makes you so sure?
If I had $1 for every lost mine or buried treasure story I've heard in the 30-odd years I've lived here, I'd have 10 horses, 2 cars, and possibly my own helicopter. It's nothing but a tall tale. Trust me.
I saw you riding earlier near Shadow Ranch. Do you ride around there a lot?
You're mistaken. Shadow Ranch is private property. I never ride there. You must have seen somebody else.
I'm sure the Raleighs don't mind if you ride on their land.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. So don't go telling people you saw me trespassing, because you didn't. Excuse me.
I don't think she's going to talk to us anymore today. else we can look at here, is there?
Probably just a bird.
Now look at all the big cacti. If I keep out, you mean come in?
Yikes! The walls in there look like they could fall down any second.
We have to get inside there.
It's locked. So much for finding out what Dirk left in the cell for Francis.
Can't look at the desk. Scaffold for a gallows. I don't know, I guess I didn't save part of it because I know we've been here before. Yeah, the stairs don't look so good. I could kill it if I wanted to. I just don't want to. Live and let live. I wish the rattlesnake subscribed to that policy. Mark on that board. Good, our stingy-tailed little friend is gone. Oh, we found the cappies. Can we call them from here? Signal. So one of the problems with ghost towns is nobody puts up cell phone towers near them. Shame on you, Verizon. Hey, Nifty Ness. How are you doing? Just playing some Nancy Drew, getting menaced by scorpions. You guys, please go check out Nifty Ness. Playing more of Void Crew. Nice. I want to wander around the cemetery. I'm trying to get her to look at the sign on cappies and be like, oh. Yes, read it, Nancy, read it. Well, let's just assume she read it.
I'm getting that definite feeling I'm not alone.
Yep, there are birds here, Nancy. And, who else is going to be here? There's only one horse, and that's mine. Around here pretty thoroughly. Shall we, Bob? For arrowheads. See, the sneak has finally packed up. Don't sound like it. Here lies Charlie, best mule what ever lived. Never kicked me or nothing. R.I.P. January 1881. Which reminds me, I gotta message my friend Charlie. be like, hey, you know, a dead mule made me think of you. How to keep friends. I feel like sometimes I'm seeing the magnifying glass change color, but not necessarily consciously. It's such a subtle change.
Heck, why walk when I can ride?
Yeah. That cow tried walking and look how she turned out. Lots of artifacts for the finding. Hopefully I found all the ones at the trail stop now. Get service here? Nix.
That looks like Mary Yazzie and Tex?
Conspiring. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the sheriff. Drop them irons. Oops, wrong Western game.
Hernandez.
Hello, Sheriff. It's Nancy Drew again.
Hello, Nancy. What can I do for you?
New coaster.
I noticed that you put a lock on one of the buildings in the ghost town.
Yeah, the support beams in there are about to go. I was afraid some dumb tourist would knock into one of them and bring the thing down, and I'd wind up having to dig them out.
If I'm real careful, do you think I could have the combination?
It's just an old shack. There's nothing to see in there.
I'm just curious. Amateur detective, remember? I'll lock the place back up when I'm done.
Well, if you swear you'll be careful.
I'll be extremely careful. I promise.
Let's see, where did I put that combination? Ah, here we go. 9, 2, 7, 4.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
Let me jot that down. I have an email draft where I was writing these things down. Cape combo 9274. Yeah. And while we're on our cell phone like a teenager, to be fair, I am sometimes on my cell phone too.
Hello?
It's me.
So what's going on there?
Has either of you two ever read anything by an author named Charlena Purcell? She writes romance novels that take place in the Old West.
That rules me out. I saw her on a talk show once. She seemed kind of full of herself. Why do you ask?
I had to call her in order to open this old trunk at Mary Yazzie's. She knows a lot about the people who used to live at Shadow Ranch.
I bet I know more about 19th century clothing design than she does.
Yeah, well, find out anything useful, George?
That's it for now.
2 words, Nancy. Call us!
Read faster, George.
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
It's Nancy. Just calling to say hi. You don't need to call me back. Bye.
Yeah, should we go straight back out there? Breaking news! They both know a lot about horses, and they both have reasons to want to hurt the Raleighs. Partners in crime, maybe? The Cappies would make that perfect hideout. Also, the keys. Interesting, didn't we win that token in an old arcade style game? Not as old. Fascinating, the mechanical games they could make up. I don't know, should we just go back out there now? Maybe so. There's an exclamation mark. Alright, and France's favorite stationery.
That's done.
The cake would be the same one, right?
I'm finished with that.
Web search for the shawl. like that web icon. Oh. Oh. Well, you could have told me on the phone, Bess and George. Hi, Nancy. Great news! Part of that bead pattern, which was deep in the archives of what is now the Chicago Bag Works, was called Spiral Flower, which is the pattern that follows. It's a little cryptic. Hope you get a clue. Ha ha. B and G. Oh my. Good Lord. Black with red corners? Those are some highly detailed beads. Oh God, this is going to be hell, isn't it? Hey, yeah, welcome in, Cobra Gans. Yeah, another Nancy Drew game. Perhaps a little tamer than Secrets Can Kill. How are you doing tonight? Agates are semi-precious gemstones made of a particularly beautiful form of microcrystalline quartz called chalcedony. Oh, pronounced chalcedony. Thanks for telling me that, game I wouldn't have known. Also spelled chalcedony. Rock candy. Most agates were created hundreds of millions of years ago when gas bubbles became trapped in lava flows that cooled and hardened around them. Over time, groundwater filled these bubbles with a solution of dissolved silica, as well as solutions of oxides such as iron, manganese, and marble games by Dongleware. When these minerals hardened, the bubbles became rocks which, when cut and polished, appear to be stained with colorful, often very delicate designs. Collectors categorize agates according to these designs. Agates are often a mixture of the basic types below. Banded agates. Concentric bands of color. Onyx agates. Parallel bands of color. Eye agates. An eye-like pattern of circular bands. Moss agate. This kind of agate features tree-like patterns which often resemble a landscape, or combine to resemble a landscape. For this reason, they are sometimes called picture agates. Knitting stitches. I clicked on the wrong one. The knit stitch and the purl stitch form the foundation for all the other knitting stitches and patterns that are commonly employed to transform yarn into clothing. Stockinette stitch. Garter stitch. Single rib. Bargella. Cable stitch. Daisy stitch, you say? Broken Rib. What a name. And moss. Moss is cropping up a lot these days.
Can't check that off till it's done.
I need to know more. Even better. Oh, Tex isn't here. Alright, he's off plotting with Mary. That means we can't talk to him and piss him off right now. Yeah, Shorty.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Can you be of service? Don't make me do any more of your work. Trying to find the cake recipe. Notice when I zoom in, it gets a little harder to read the cursive. Okay, some of that's not cursive. Oh, I guess that's not either. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. She doesn't say there what kind of flower it was. Is this the one? Yeah. Yeah, that's the petroglyph map. Wait, seriously? The game's not capturing yak? How long has that been going on, guys? Fuck. Nancy Drew, Secret of Shadow Ranch. Here's Nancy Drew, Secret of Shadow Ranch. Try cycling. It looks like we should be able to see it. Oh, jeez. Well, thanks for letting me know, Yak. God, I really hope this hasn't been going on all stream. The unpleasantness of being zoomed in very far. Oh, great. Thank goodness, that's a relief. I'll try not to worry about how long that may have been going on until after stream. But thanks for letting me know, Yak. $18.81.
Something's missing.
Well, geez, now that I've got oxide on the brain, look at these little boxes. That's... oh, right. Okay, that's all. Well, the sign change. Still fixing up the front porch. Use back door. Dale. Or Dave. Hurry it up, Dave. The manatees. They're at it again. Sabotage.
The daisy stitch.
There we go. All right, because he did say that she was wearing the shawl in her portrait. No, let's not be disproportionate burning a manatee orphanage. Are there even manatee orphanages? Find some beads, yeah.
I haven't done that. Can't check that off yet.
What?
I haven't done that yet.
Right. This time we'll go easy on them. Next time, though. We just found out it had the daisy stitch, right? Whatever, Nance, whatever.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
Yeah, fix the fucking front porch. I mean...
May I see that letter Francis Humber wrote to your great aunt again?
Sure.
Thanks for letting me see it.
Dearest Cousin Ellie, my beloved Dirk is no more. I shall never see him again. And now you will never see me again, for I am on my way east, there to spend the rest of my life.
I don't know what
I will
that
never
is,
return to the territory of Arizona.
Lily?
Not even when my father, whom I despise with every part of my being, has left this earth. But know this, sweet Ellie. Dirk told me that he had hidden something of great value, and that when all was in place, he would start me in pursuit of it. He was forever inventing fanciful ways to tax my brain. And was quite clever himself. Then, thanks to my father, he was arrested. Perhaps he wrote me from jail and his note was lost. Or perhaps he grew to hate me. But he never told me how to find what he had hidden, and I am too heartsick to care. If you can somehow find it, it's yours, my dear young cousin. Know, too, that I miss you terribly and always, always will. Francis. P.S. Enclosed is a picture of the vilest man ever born. And was quite clever himself. Then, thanks to my father, he was arrested. Perhaps...
I'm pretty sure I saw Mary Yazzie riding on the Raleigh's property. Have you ever seen her riding around here?
Can't say as I have, but then most of my duties require me to stay close to home. Tex, he's the one you ought to ask.
Oh yeah, we'll ask Tex.
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
A vanity with a
Hello,
mustache.
Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
This is not the right time.
Right, exactly. I mean, to be fair, I don't maybe vile is strong, but if my wife gave birth to a manatee with a mustache, I would certainly be taken by surprise.
Check. That's done.
Okay, now it lets me do it. Find some beads. Well, I don't know. Wonder if the gift just yeah. Be a surprise all around. Are there gonna be beads in the ranch house or something Mary? We might be able to get at Mary's. Beads to be had. Just bills of sale and angry letters from Tex's sister. Sure, I hadn't picked up an arrowhead, and that's the what I'm taking for an arrow. The Raleighs are ring asking if they have any beads lying around, I suppose.
Hello?
Hi, Aunt Bet. I forgot to ask you before how Uncle Ed was doing.
Well, he definitely has some kind of infection.
I'm fine.
So they've got him on antibiotics. We'll be here at least 2 more days.
Geez, sure Uncle Ed wouldn't like to pop some penicillin from the comfort of his own home?
Are you aware that there's a secret door behind the bookcase in the den?
No. Oh my, you really are quite the detective. How did you discover that?
Well, actually, it's a long story. What do you know about Dirk Valentine?
Never heard of him. Do you know a Dirk Valentine?
Isn't he that outlaw guy Shorty was carrying on about the night I got bit?
Shit. So Shorty can't keep his mouth shut. Helpline from the IT Crowd comedy series. Is that British sitcom? Yak? That's what I'm thinking of. I saw a couple episodes of that with my old roommate Albert. That was funny.
He's supposed to have hidden a treasure somewhere around here.
This is the first I've heard about it.
It could be why someone is trying to chase you off the ranch.
Dirk Valentine. Sounds like a character from a Charlene Purcell novel.
As it turns out, I talked to Charlene Purcell recently.
Really? About what?
About Shadow Ranch, actually, and about Dirk Valentine. She's done quite a bit of research on him. He was in love with Frances Humber, you know.
Oh my gosh. You mean Charlene Purcell is going to write a book that takes place on our ranch?
She's still my palpitating heart.
Ed, you tell her she's welcome to visit Shadow Ranch and do all the research she wants anytime she wants.
Don't I get some say in this?
No.
Shut up, Ed. Take your antibiotics.
I noticed a letter in your roll-top desk from someone named Jane Nash.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
Ogden's daughter.
She worked for us back in Phoenix when we still owned the clothing store. Unfortunately, she turned out to be totally unreliable and we had to let her go.
Her letter sounded almost threatening.
Oh, she's harmless. Part of her problem was that she was all talk and no show. It was Ed's idea to hire her.
She was a good salesperson. She was just not a very good person.
Chupacabra Manatee Alliance. I think the Chupacabras are behind the Phantom Horse. I mean, Megan. Yeah, the manatees probably want more pools in the desert. I mean, look at it. It's dry. There's like hardly any water there.
How old was she?
In her 30s. She was married for a while, as I recall.
I'll be in touch.
Say goodbye to Nancy.
Goodbye to Nancy.
Ooh, Ed. You're such a Gracie. Didn't we find an arrowhead at Shadow Ranch last time? Or two. Wonder if that was we'd saved or not. Yeah. Ed's a free spirit. And also is probably loopy from pain pills. Until it's dinner time. What are we having tonight, Ed? Rattlesnake chili. Damn, someone's out for revenge. Still, how often do you get to eat the thing that bit you? Well, if one of those chickens pecks me, I suppose we can eat that. Very nicely put together fire. Almost looks like a professional did it. As opposed to, you know, a teenager on vacation. Okay. Let's save and then piss off Tex. Yeah. What's primal revenge? Eating like a saber-toothed tiger attacks you? Kill it and eat it. Purblind Gamer LLC does not condone the killing and eating of saber-toothed tigers, as they may in fact be an endangered species. Thylacines, on the other hand, I hear they taste like, well, tiger. And I mean, they're not on the endangered species list, are they? Too soon. Oh, you're back. Plot with anybody out in the desert?
Need something?
Yeah, an explanation.
I'm pretty sure I saw Mary Yazzie riding on ranch property. Have you ever seen her riding around here?
Nope.
Oh, someone's in a loquacious mood.
When I asked her about it, she denied it, adamantly.
Was she hurting anything? Defacing rocks? Setting fires? Threatening some endangered species?
Endangered species? Mary Yazzie was after the thylacines, too. Oh, right, they're not endangered. Oh, does Amiga Cammy have a pet thylacine? That would be awkward. Yeah. I mean, okay, let's stick with the saber-toothed tigers. Here, how do you like the one-word answers? Tex.
No.
I wouldn't worry about it.
May I go riding again?
Yep.
If you like the game, these games are well put together. They're not going to be like, oops, you pissed him off and now you can't get his permission to go riding, so you're soft-locked. Game over.
Did I see you and Mary Yazzie riding together?
Me and Mary Yazzie? Course not. Why, I ain't said more than 10 words to her since I got here. You're imagining things.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Big imagination. You stay out of trouble. Oh, Tasmania. Sorry, I'm not up on all the oceanic slang, but I got there eventually. Also known as Van Diemen's Land, or Vandy. Yeah, now there may still be some creeping around out there. You asked Tex about gun rights. I mean, he does keep pointing that gun at us whenever we look at him. Oh, gotcha. Didn't realize it became a link. Well, Bob, I know you have energy to go riding again because I fed you this morning. You're welcome. No, you're actually welcome, Bob. I'm just saying it loud enough for Tex to hear.
Come on, Bob.
Oh, that was just Bob's tail. Yeah. It was like somebody brandishing a whip ready to attack me. No, that could happen. Someone's up to no good around here. A new Spain Mesa. I thought it said something Pain Mesa. No, we can't be too biologically accurate here. Hey, MY, no hard feelings, Donny Beads.
Hi, can I help you with something?
You and him. Oh, Nancy
I'd like to recreate the beadwork that was on this bag. Only it looks like I need a lot of different beads.
Beads, huh? Let me see what I can do. While I do this for you, why don't you finish that display for me? The one behind you.
What?
Sounds good.
What fresh hell? Color. They want us to sort things by color. Hello, her interactive. I just wanted to say, fuck you! We have issues with color around here, namely not being able to see it. Yeah. Oh yes, I can serve you, but stack these shelves. Interesting business model. Okay. I didn't mean it her interactive. I know my problem is not a common one. Smallest to largest. From left to right. Yeah. Not slide puzzles, it's color puzzles. So the smallest is the crescent moon, but which is the crescent moon? That thing's the largest. Thanks. I mean, I probably will for the color, but yeah. Well, they might be easier to see once they were out, but no. Are these ones supposed to be like butterflies? Only 3 different colors, red, green, and cyan? Oh, maybe that'll make it easier. But now yeah, I mean, that's definitely useful. I'm just trying to understand what it means by, like, the size key, like the arrow and the check mark and the crescent moon.
I'm not quite done.
You're telling me, Nance.
Hi, can I help you with something?
She's not going to give us any hints about the beads, but let's try this.
Tex told me about, you and him.
He did?
Yeah.
I'd like to hear your side of the story now.
My side's no different from his side. We're in love. What's the big deal?
Wait, they are? We shipped them as a joke and they really are in love? Oh my gosh.
Right, you're in love. What's the big deal?
That's awesome.
Wait a minute. He didn't tell you anything, did he? You tricked me. Oh, you're good. You are good.
Thanks, Mary. No hard feelings. How about these rings?
Why do you think you have to keep your love for each other a secret?
Tex knows the Raleighs and I have been arguing about that property I want to buy. He's afraid if the Raleighs find out about us, they'll think he's collaborating with the enemy and fire him.
Yeah, about that property.
Why are you so interested in that property?
There's a whole bunch of petrified wood on it. Tex discovered it. Every so often, he'll bring some pieces in, and I'll use it in my jewelry or try to sell it. Anyway, Tex and I are in love. We tried to keep it a secret, and we blew it. You know, for a city slicker, you got a lot of country smarts.
Thanks.
It was great talking to you.
Ride safely.
I hope you two are happy together. But screw your damn ring display. She's trying to confuse me. So I guess here's the trick. We've got to figure out which type of ring corresponds with which symbol. The snowflake's pretty obvious. The arrow. So there's the vertical oval, horizontal oval, the bifurcated oval, the infinity, the snail, and the snowflake. Those are all the kinds, right? So yeah, each one corresponds to each one, but
I don't need that right now.
I'll be the judge of when you need to do a goddamn Google search, Nancy Drew.
I'm not quite done. I don't need that right now.
Smallest to largest. These can't be moved. A different one. Just put everything in the right row, I guess. Actually, now just let me check and see whether it saves or saves my progress.
I'm not quite done.
It does. That's nice. We appreciate that. Yeah, these are all light colored, so it's gotta be by type in each row. Besides that, the numbers worked out. Let's get the easy part out of the way now. There's one more snail hidden. Ah. It makes a different noise if you pick one up when you're not holding anything. the rows right. Now. But are the symbols supposed to... No, it's not about the color, it's about the size. This is... Largest to smallest from left to right, but if these ones can't be moved, then are they saying that like, these are different sizes, but it's not based on color? I don't know. I may have to look up a hint for this. Does anybody have any ideas? See, you said there are only 3 colors, right, Yak? Yeah, it's hard to distinguish between the 2 lighter colored ones. Yeah, I'm sorry, chat. I think I'm going to need to look up a hint for this. I need to walk through the pictures. Hey, Dragon of the West, how are you tonight? Yeah, we're getting stumped by ring sorting puzzles in Nancy Drew. You guys, please go check out Dragon of the West 412. Is it? Hey, yeah, you're doing Elden Ring challenges, Dragon. How's that going? Well, I mean, I don't know. Say what you like about Dragon of the West. At least he hasn't designed games with color-related puzzles, to my knowledge. So, okay, there's the color of the boxes. He would if he set his mind to it. So there's symbols on the back of each ring. Okay. Oh, now that would be devious, dragon. Wait. Okay, now that I'm zoomed in and looking at it, I can see that there are 3 different colors, like the boxes here. See, like the center section is darker. So turn everything solid green. Or different shades of green. Okay, so the dark ones are easy. Oh yeah, now I see that damn butterfly. Oh, cool, dragon. What is it you're making? Mario, awesome. Oops. That mix that up. So now what did we say? There are yellow ones and there are cyan ones. Are there? Let's. Now, are there any in the left third that don't belong there? I can try mucking about with color filters on Zoom text. Ooh, no, this one I can see the difference, but it's damn faint. I see it reliably. Cross-stitch Lenny. No, because it's also seeing which ones fit the colors of the boxes, which makes it harder again. That's creepy Cthulhu mask, the one I have. I do like that Cthulhu head. Yeah. That doesn't help either. Black and white. I think the one on the left, or the right, is lighter. I think I can make this work. Am I putting things in the right place now, chat? Wait. God. Yeah, that makes it worse, if anything. Holy shit. Inverted colors makes it wildly obvious. Weird. Okay, now I got this. Oh yeah. It's exciting when you figure out a way to make it work. No. Are the colors all lined up now, chat? I'm pretty sure they are. We can return to normal. Oh no, there still are. Damn. Oh, yeah, no, thanks, yeah, now that you pointed out, I can definitely see it. I guess I'd try to mess with those before I swapped or inverted the colors. There we go. Now, is it moon, butterfly, cross, check, arrow, snowflake? Right. Yeah. So some of them are the same, I guess. It's throwing me off with the light-colored snails. Well, I guess that's the trade-off is then Mary will give me the beads for free. Maybe if you were playing senior detective, then it would all be different. Streamer, streaming game on stream. Streamer, I'm afraid. Streamer, you must pause my stream. Streamer got a raid. Here's a raider leading raiders. Welcome, raider, welcome, raiders. Joe
Oh,
Are the raiders
man.
alligators? Raider, raider, crackle. How are you doing tonight? Thank you so much for the raid. I was lurking in your stream vid earlier. You're doing a 41-hour raid. That's impressive. You guys, please go check out Joe Adult Man. What have you been, what were you playing? And how did you make it that long? You must be exhausted. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Purblind Gamer. I'm a legally blind, retro, and variety streamer who plays a mixture of different kinds of games. Some action games, some adventure games, a lot of horror games. And yes, I'm being followed by a Twitch viewer. Twitch viewer. Thank you for the follow. Why are my alerts not displaying? Oops. Oh yeah, happy to, Joe Adult Man. Okay, alerts are back on now. But tonight we're playing Nancy Drew, The Secret of Shadow Ranch, which is pretty fun, except we're in a slightly tedious puzzle now, but it involved color, and I can only see in black and white, but we're almost at the end of the puzzle, I think. See, oh, and Ruby and Pixels, hello. You guys, please go check out Ruby and Pixels, who's playing some Disco Elysium, and has been known to dabble in Nancy Drew herself. See, live friend Rye Hard, welcome in, and use _gaming world. Yeah. Did I mention? Oh, illegally blind. That. Yeah. Why don't you do the 41-hour challenge, Joe? Oh, you were edited with some board games. Nice. And thank you, Booby Puppy. I appreciate it. Oh, well, happy birthday. Awesome. You're Capricorn too? Yeah, my birthday's coming up pretty soon. Oh, and hey, Asmodon, how are you tonight? You guys, please go check out Asmodon. Oh, just now. Oh, congrats. That's wonderful. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, we're, this Nancy Drew game is about, we're visiting this ranch, and a mysterious phantom horse has been coming by the ranch at night and bringing bad luck. Like, you know, a machine will explode or a rattlesnake will bite one of the ranch owners. But we're wondering whether it's really a phantom horse or it's a human who's behind it all. And yeah, we're trying to find the treasure of this outlaw from the 1880s and 1890s. And we just found out that the head wrangler and the lady who owned the gift store are secretly in love. Because we saw them together, and it seemed like they were conspiring against the ranch. So I, of course, said, well, let's ship them. They're actually in love. And then they were in love. I don't know, I haven't played that many Nancy Drew games, Joe Adult Man, but with Titles like Shadow at the Water's Edge, Creature of Kapu Cave, or Ghost of Thornton Hall. I mean, it's possible. The most supernatural thing we've seen was a vicious alligator in one game. Oh. I'm so glad you're healing, Aswaton. So now we're just trying to sort these rings just by size. Oh, there's one instance where there's actual supernatural in the Nancy games. Anyway, we already did that. It's just a coincidence that some of the rings kind of look like snowflakes from the top. There's a cross, right? Have you played many of the Nancy Drew games, Joe Adultman?
Streamer streaming game on stream. Streamer, I'm afraid. Streamer, you must pause my stream. Streamer got a raid. Here's a raider leading raiders. Welcome raider, welcome raiders. Are the raiders alligators? Raider, grackle.
Eliha Superstar, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Is it Elijah or Eliha? You guys, please go check out the Super Tsar. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Purblind Gamer. I'm a legally blind retro and variety streamer who plays a mixture of action games, adventure games, shooter games. Also do some audiobooks and a lot of horror games. And tonight we're playing Nancy Drew, The Secret of Shadow Ranch, the ongoing story of The Curse of the Phantom Horse. Are you playing retro? What were you playing tonight? Let's see, Tuenton, welcome in, and Game Dev Jeff. Glad you like the tune, Tuenton. And Board Game Heaven, hey, how are you doing today? Yeah, which is a pretty cool idea. Ghost Horse. And Aldebara Madel, welcome in. And we give you a shout out to Board Game Heaven. Oh yeah, Dead Island. And let's see, do you stream Game Dev Jeff? You do, awesome. Oh, the point and click Blade Runner. I've heard of that. Actually, I think I might have a copy, but I never played it. I've heard it's like a good sequel to the movie. You enjoying that? Oh, you're a future streamer, Game Dev Jeff. Got it. Yeah, and we have to do a lot of random errands in this game. A couple times I got game overs for picking vegetables that weren't ripe. You think I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. Those vegetables. Now we're just sorting these rings, so the lady who owns the gift shop will give us beads so we can repair a handbag from the 1880s. Did I finish these? I guess they kind of look like blackberries. Here's that. And that is an arrow. And I did like the first Blade Runner movie, but I still haven't played the game. Oh, you read the book too. That's awesome. And the second movie, I haven't seen the second movie yet. I was going to try and see it in theaters after rewatching the first one, but I don't think it's in theaters anymore. Movies never seem to stay in theaters long enough. Butterfly, yes, Butterfly is very small. I looked at the key so many times I've kind of memorized it now. Wait, I say that and then I put a cross and a check in the wrong order. Oh, the second movie is as good as the first. That's impressive. It seems like that's rare. Oh, right. I forgot, like, the original version and the director's cut. God. I saw the one without the voiceover in the final scene that changes the meaning, so I think that's the director's cut. Oh, it has Atari in it. I didn't remember that. Did I already finish this row? I think so. That is awesome. I love seeing video games in movies, especially older movies. Wait. Check then Butterfly. No, I already did these ones. Oh, there's the sign. You know, now that you say that, it sounds familiar. Like, maybe I did notice that. I actually didn't watch Blade Runner until grad school. One of my friends really liked it, and so she got all of us to watch it. Wait. Check. No, that's right. Oh, something Atari related in the new one. Well, there's a reason to see it right there. And I will play the game at some point. Wait. Check. Arrow. Wonder if Mary Yazzie is going to come check our work after we finish this. Did I get that? Yeah. Oh, a building shaped like the Atari symbol.
There, that looks right.
Better be right. And after that frustration, Nancy Drew will never wear rings in her entire life. If she gets married, she'll get a wedding earring. Yeah, you know, the clerk's lazy and wants us to sort her jewelry. And then she'll give us the beads for free.
Hi.
All done. Any luck finding those beads?
Here, try these.
Great, thanks. It was great talking to you.
Ride safely.
Still better than that damnable cook who makes us... Oh, and then the cook made us bake a birthday cake and decorate it for the head wrangler, who we have a complicated relationship with. He's just itching to get us thrown off the ranch. Now... I should save. Now I think we get to do another puzzle with fixing this thing, unless I have to go find a needle first. This is another color-based one, I believe, because we had our friends read up on 19th century handbags. Because by a convenient plot device, one of them had a book on that while they were stranded in the Phoenix airport. And do we write it down here, or do we have to check our email? Making sure there isn't anything else that we've done.
I don't need that right now.
Listen here, Nancy Drew.
I don't need that right now. I don't need that right now.
Oh, maybe it's because we're inside here. Now let's go sit in the hot sun and sew. You won't mind, will you, Bob? Nah, Bob's patient. So, red, black, white, yellow. Black with pink corner, or black with red corners, red with pink corners. Yellow, and then black and black with red alternating 4 times. I need your help, chat. Yep, yeah, not that. So which one of these beads is yellow? I can pick them up if that helps. Doesn't help if the cursor's in the way. Wait, the yellow one is yellow? Oh shit, I didn't think of that. Now it makes sense. Thank you, Dragon. We'll go with the yellow one. That's not the yellow one. Okay, second column, second down. That's not a spiral though, is it? So then, which ones are black? More colors than we need here, it looks like. Bottom left, thanks. And which one is black with red corners? One of these other dark ones. Well, I won't guess. First column, third row. Thanks. Okay.
Yes, I'm being followed by a Twitch viewer. Twitch viewer, Twitch viewer.
Thank you so much for the follow, as Alta Barandal. Welcome to the community. Black. Yeah, if you were guessing. Oh man, dragon. Okay. Then. Not that one. That's why the click boxes are off. And then we need red, white, red, and red with pink corners. So which ones are red? Which ones are white? Well, I guess let's start with the red. One of these darker ones, I assume. Thanks for second row. That's white. So red, white, red. And which one is red with pink corners? Bottom right, thanks. Oh, understand. Thank you for the lurk, Adele Bernadelle. Bloody hell, 2 consecutive reds. Is this where I can continue now? Let's wait, black with... Okay. Black and black with red. These ones are black, right? Yeah, and then black with red was third down? Yeah, and then we get into red, white, red, red with pink. I think I remember the positioning right. Yeah, how she said almost done as opposed to, oops, I made an error.
Almost done.
How does this look alright now?
Perfect. That flower looks kind of like a poppy.
If you see it, Nancy, I will take your freaking word for it. Poppies. Great. Yeah, he's got poppies, daisy, that marzipan nightmare. Thanks, Paru. That. Looks like Nancy is on the juice of the poppy.
I'm finished with that. That's done.
Poppin'. I haven't heard it used in that sense before, but I like it. I think we're... Oh right, she told us finally.
Check.
She wants the petrified wood. And she's not just going to be like, hey, can I buy the petrified wood off your land? And what the deal is with this phantom horse? I think the thing to do now is to go back to the ghost town and use the code the sheriff gave us to unlock Cappy's. And that'll probably be a good stopping place for the night. But we should save. I am not doing that again. Yeah, I was going to look for arrowheads here. Yeah, nothing. Very called Dead Man Creek. Okay. Is that? Yeah. Hold on, I wrote it down when the sheriff told it to us. 9274 is what I've got. So much easier and more legal than smashing it open with a hammer. I know what the sheriff said, but we should totally touch the support beams. He's probably hiding something.
An electrician's manual. Wonder what that's doing here.
They had electricians in the 1890s, didn't they? Maybe slightly. By Sparky Gillespie. I like it. Sparky. Isn't that the name of that dog in Shadow's Price for Our Sins?
Even the crumbs are crisp.
God, but it's so defaced. That's exactly what we're looking for, the name of the crackers.
Interesting.
Is it? No, it's not carved in the table. It's something on top of the table.
Interesting.
Can you guys tell what that is? It can't be carved because it's sticking out beyond. Oh wait, that's a shadow. I guess it is carved in the table. Warps us back here. Is that an old slot machine or something? Make the meanest, roughest, and toughest gang in the West and win. Ew.
Interesting.
Feed our 1.5 cent script to the one-armed bandit. And hope we're lucky. Gentle Jane, Juanita, Bonita, Tomahawk Tom, and Parson Paul. Oh, we have to select them, I guess. What a strange game. Oops.
Interesting.
Did we mess up?
Interesting.
Shoot, I hope that wasn't something that was necessary.
Looks like someone's been hanging out in here.
Should I load that save and try that again? Possibly. Hi-ho, Bob. At least this time we're not getting attacked by scorpions. Is it 9274?
An electrician's manual. Wonder what that's doing here. Even the crumbs are crisp. Interesting.
Oh, wait, can we? Oh, no. But we can search that later. Even the crumbs are crisp. I think that game is is on a timer. Millie the Mule. Pistolera Petunia or something. Percy the Poet. Pisotlin Petuna? I can't tell. What is that, dragon? Yeah, I asked for help with the colors as needed. And or just go with the more abstract sometimes, you know. Why not purple giraffes?
Looks like someone's been hanging out in here.
Yeah, and remember when I took fundamentals of design in my undergrad when I was studying theater, I definitely needed help with that. It was a difficult class in general. This could explain why we felt we were being watched earlier. Wonder who else the sheriff gave that combination to. That's a big clump of cactus.
Looks like I need to put in a password.
What do you mean? Tanunnerflun isn't the password. 8 letters. Wait. Pappy. Oh dear. C. H. Yeah, I think we're on the right track. C and the M. Yellow and red zebras, why not? It's black and white and red all over. A zebra that I drew. And how else do we miss that second letter? Ooh. Wait. A and S. That's it. Is one of these gonna mess up now? Oh, devilish. Wait. Yeah, shoot, I shouldn't have messed with that one. That. No, wait, shoot. Oh, wait, shoot, that was... I messed it up further. Which one? I'm also getting tired. I've thrown those out of sync. Hold on. Alright, I keep forgetting that one messes with that one. Wait. Now, shoot. Wait, how many does it take to cycle? Wait. That's 7? Yes. Yes. Cashmere.
Take your forks and a crank to the Beady Eyes Ranch and make sure you see what's below. When you stick the forks in and give it a spin, off toward my treasure you'll go.
Forks and a crank. The Beady Eyes Ranch. Now we got the crank. That old coffee grinder on the porch.
Take your forks and a crank to the Beady Eyes.
Anything else to find here, though? Doesn't look like it. Still have our token Ooh, yeah, you know, it's later than I realized. I really should stop here. Yeah, let's go to stopping places, Eddie, since we just finished yet another puzzle and found an excellent clue. Wait, no. Already did. And that's another day of Nancy Drew, The Secret at Shadow Ranch. Yeah, the real secret is how Shorty is able to keep his job. In spite of some frustrating puzzles and some use of color, I'm still enjoying this game. I really like the setting. And we all know that Tex is a fan favorite. Let's see. OBS has crashed. Well, I guess at least it waited till the end of the stream. I never did figure out what causes that problem. Oh well. I noticed if I just reboot the computer before every stream, sometimes it happens less. Oh well. Oh, I turned on the wrong alerts, didn't I? There. That was the alert about alerts. Then we're going to find somebody to raid, but first, I'll tell you guys what's coming up on stream. So, my plan is either tomorrow or Tuesday I'll try and do an audiobook stream, and we'll finally finish Welsh Rarebit Tales, the collection of horror stories from the early 1900s. And then Wednesday, for our normally scheduled stream time, I'm going to try and finally finish Shadow's Price of Our Sins and FDNY Firefighter American Hero. So yeah, one casual hidden object game with a difficult final puzzle, and one budget non-violent FPS. What a pairing. And then, not sure what I'm doing for Short Horror Saturday, but I will do something. And Sunday is when I'll do my birthday stream, which what we traditionally do is play a bunch of random old arcade games, some that I remember and some that I've never played before. I'll have to find a bunch for that. I know Jankuary is coming up this weekend. I might sign up to stream in that. I'm going to see if there are slots left and see which janky games I can think of. Well, thank you, Niftiness. Yeah, that's the basics of what's coming up on stream, and then after that we'll continue Secret of Shadow Ranch. I hope we can finish it this month, because then we'll be going into FMV February fresh and starting new games with no old ones still needing to be finished. But who knows how much longer is left in Nancy Drew, and how much longer it'll take me. Let's see. Pixel Turkey is playing Lost Eden. Not familiar with that. Oh, I should see if he's online. Yeah. Got people playing Game Boy action games, playing Genesis RPGs, playing harp music. You know, Moosey Fate raided us. I don't think we've gotten a chance to raid Moosey Fate back, so really got to start keeping a list of who raids me and who I raid. He's playing. Yeah. I know, some interesting looking retro game. Be able to raid from here. Hey, there we go. Well, once again, thank you guys for coming to hang out tonight and watch me struggle through more puzzles and mystery. And I appreciate all the chatters and all the lurkers, and thank you especially for the big raids tonight. I really appreciate that. And the new follows, new friends, and everything else. Of course, Ilya Supertsar. And you guys can find me on Twitter and MySpace, where I post stream announcements and random stuff. And you can find VODs of my past streams up on YouTube. And you can also find, I have a channel in the Retroactive Discord, though I don't use it nearly enough. I don't use Discord nearly enough. Yeah, but I hope everybody has a good night, gets some rest, and doesn't get killed by scorpions or frustration at sorting rings. In fact, I hope nobody has to sort rings unless, you know, you collect rings and you enjoy sorting your collection. But have a good night. Oh, hi and bye, Techie Rob. Thanks for coming by. Say hi to Moosey Fate, and I'll see you guys this week.